experience that has been gained, the Commission engaged and retained the services of Dr. Donald Kaberuka, former president of ADB, who has also been consulted with member states. So he will be presenting his report also on findings of what he has been able to generate. I must also say that a number of ministers who are here accompanying their heads of state and government will be sitting down this evening to kind of think through and will assist the heads of state and government tomorrow when they meet through their own consultations. So I've only given you the process. Maybe now, if I could just indicate the areas that these funds that we are mobilizing will be applied in. One area that has proved to be quite a challenge to us is peace and security. Whenever we have a crisis in the continent, we have to go through two stages to be able to mobilize, to be on the ground where there is a crisis. The first stage is to seek authorization of the UN, because you cannot mount a peace and security mission without the authorization of the UN Security Council. In fact, 3 stages. International partners to provide support for us to be able to undertake such a mission. And the third stage, then we have to look for volunteers to give us forces. You know, and I hope you've been briefed, that we now have an African standby force that is essentially in place. But we now need capacity for that standby force at the level of the UN to find out if there was a way we can be able to get predictable resources. If then you have predictable resources, we can reduce the amount of time it takes for us to mount such a mission quite considerably. In addition, then we can also have a very firm say of what we want to happen on the ground. It's in the development area. And I'll just give you a menu. There are many. As you know, for instance, we now have what we call a Pan-African University, where we have students that are enrolled under universities designated as Pan-African University and get certificates thus under the name of Pan-African University and such like, so that we can have universities to massify in terms of human resource development. So we need resources because we need lecturers, teachers, and the rest. In the area of infrastructure, we have that will be acceptable, that will not in any way bring any challenge to, if we adopt, for instance, SMS, we must do it in such a way that it will not impact on communication.